Okay, first question, Pete.
Mike, can you talk a little bit about the toughness you guys showed the whole way through?
I mean, tonight was another team effort. Thought everybody that played helped gut this game out. That team plays hard, man. And, we couldn't really get nothing going down the stretch from an offensive standpoint in terms of movement. We became stagnant. And somehow I got to help us when we get in that rut. But our defense was solid. And we just kept grinding, and we got stops when we needed it. Could have done better on the boards because we were awful in that area. We knew coming into the game, rebounding and not turning it over against their pressure will allow us to stay in the game or win the game. And I thought we did a pretty good job in that area.
Tom?
Mike, it was, back alley brawl of the game, and that is, as a compliment to Rutgers and the way they played. What does it say about your team that you were able to mostly survive, but at times, kind of play that style and do some things yourselves?
Well, again, we hadn't beaten this team in some years, and they kind of I have had our number over the years. And, you start looking over your shoulder a little bit when I think they cut the lead to 3 or even one, I think, and we made 2 free throws extended, and then we started to make plays. But again, our team I'm proud of this team, man, because there's no quitting. They grind, they try to do whatever it takes to win, and tonight we did that.
Mike, Miller had 18 tonight at 21 against Rutgers in their first matchup. I guess, is there any rhyme or reason you think he's played well against Rutgers in these 2 games, or what did you see from his confidence level?
Well, again, he got good looks, and they didn't get to him a lot of times in the zone. When the ball was swung around, he was getting good looks, and he knocked them out and made them pay for it. And most teams that we play don't give him very many good looks like that. And but he was able to knock them down, but not just scoring the 18 points. Hell, he was pretty good defensively too tonight. He really did a lot of good things defensively for us.
Jeff?
Yeah, Coach, Trace Jackson-Davis, first player in IU history, 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. Your thoughts on just the significance of an accomplishment like that?
It's unbelievable. All I can say is unbelievable. This young man has done a lot since he's been here wearing this uniform. I couldn't be more proud of a player. He's a phenomenal player. It's beautiful to watch, man. He does a lot of wonderful things on the floor, man. To be able to score 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds, man, that says a lot.
Mike, on the topic of Trace, he had a kind of tougher game the first time he played. Rutgers better than that. Is there anything you can point to as the difference, whether it's Rutgers or him at his point?
No, I just thought tonight, they doubled him at Rutgers. We just didn't make plays around him. We threw the ball all over the gym. And, we didn't rebound well with him. There's a lot of things you can point to. But tonight, I thought we were just solid. And offensively, we made shots when we had to make them. And that was the difference in the ballgame.
Mike?
Coach, is it hard on Miller when he goes game after game and everybody plays him tight, he doesn't get any looks, and what does it say about him that when he does get space, he's ready to
Hey, that's basketball. I wouldn't leave him either. When he gets looks, pretty much this year he's knocked them down. And, tonight he had his looks, had a lot of good looks, and he was able to make them.
Tom?
Coach, Miller has talked about basically how he knows that not everyone on the team needs to take a ton of shots, and that, speaking about him, that he doesn't need to take a ton of shots to impact the game. I guess, how have you just kind of seen him embrace his role and kind of fit in, like, specifically to what you guys need?
Well, again, when you look at our roster and from a stat standpoint, you go down from a scoring standpoint, we got a lot of guys that are averaging about 7, 8, 9 points a game. And for me, I think that's good for our ball club, where you just can't load up on one guy. We know Trace is the guy, but we got guys around him that are able to make shots, and that was the whole thing coming into this season, and the work that we put in this summer and shooting a lot. And, you know, Miller doesn't get a lot of shots, but he's sufficient. You know, he makes shots when he has to make them, and that's huge for a team when you're trying to win.
Okay, Brad, then Jim, then Dana.
Coach Trey Galloway continues to make an impact at both ends of the court. How has he grown in his role since moving to the starting lineup for you here in the past couple, 3 weeks?
Well, again, Trey is a guy that I love him because he plays hard. You know, he accepts coaching. You know, I challenge him. You know, it's not a lot of barking back. He just plays, and you know, I love everything about him because he plays hard. He does all the things that most people at that position or players at that position don't want to do. You know, but we just got to continue to grow. He's got to grow, continue to grow with us, and continue to do the things that's helped us get to this point.
Jim.
Mike, you mentioned the offense getting a little stagnant. Other than that, it was a great solid night. 10 assists in the first half. They did limit you to 5 in the second half. What did you see offensively differently that the guys were doing differently? Obviously, Rutgers gets some credit for the defense, but what was Indiana not doing properly to respond to that?
Well, body movement, you know, setting good screens, ball movement. We became very lethargic, man, and you know, against good teams that really defend, you know, you can't do that because it's a struggle to score the basketball. And I thought we free-flowed the first half, but the second, you know, we looked tired tonight, and I'm not using that as an excuse. You know, we didn't have any pop coming down the stretch. And, you know, I got to get us over the hump when I see that happening. We got to figure out something. I got to help them do that.
Okay, last question, Dana.
Considering the emotional win that you had against Purdue, to grind it out against Rutgers is a difficult term. The emotional maturity of this team, considering what you guys went through in January, where is it as you kind of head towards March, do you think?
No, I think you know, it's at its all-time high. I mean, we've done some things in this last 8 games. I think we're 7-1 in our last 8. Where, you know, guys, they just believe now, you know, and that's a big part of winning. When we lost those 3 in a row, man, we were all searching, you know, and me being the head of the snake as the coach, you know, I'm searching, and I know what the hell was going on, you know, what we weren't doing, and now we're back doing those things, and that's what makes winning fun.
All right, Coach, thank you.